So this guy is brave. He walks up, and all these people are very brave. They're standing up, you know, and that's the one thing to remember about this is they're throwing shit at Dijana. All right. I've never made a video like this before, but I feel like now is kind of the time that calls for it. People who've seen my channel before know I've made a few videos in Serbia. I made a video of a protest from January 2025. But if you're clicking on this and you want to know what's happening in Serbia right now, it all stems back to November 1st, 2024, when a railway canopy collapsed and killed 16 people. And ever since, the Serbian people have been protesting for answers, just to find out who's responsible. No names were ever revealed of who worked on this, or there was a lot of, you have to do your own research into the mystery behind the construction of this canopy, but it's riddled with corruption, and 16 people died, and there haven't been answers. And tonight, I want to go through a video, a live video that just shows so much of the frustration that the Serbian people must be feeling. And this is way more than I can even understand or comprehend. And I'll get to that. But it starts with a woman named Dijana Hrka. She's starting a hunger strike in front of the parliament, which is also Cacilend. You'll have to look that up, too, to know what Cacilend is. Tonight, she is going to stand in front of parliament and wait until Aleksandar Vučić, the Serbian president, calls for elections. And it really takes the mask off of what's going on in Serbia right now. So Dijana, the woman who lost her son, she is going to do a hunger strike out front of parliament here that started in the day. A lot of these people came to support and protest with her. And this comes after, basically 500,000 people were in Novi Sad on the 1st of November, a year later, honoring the victims who passed and showing the country and, more importantly, the president that the people stand together and still want answers a year later. The last time I was in Serbia, I filmed some footage in January at a protest. January 2025. It's November 2025. And it is still going, and the people are still wanting the same answers. So I want to try to get into this video. I want to try to show you the layout of where this is happening so you can understand. I'm going to do my best here. Starts during the day, but a lot of the stuff that I want to show you happens at night. So I think the best thing to do would be just to get to the point where Dijana speaks. Okay. So this is the Serbian parliament. And this is Cacilend, a government setting up tents for people. Look, there's only a few people here right now, and they're protected by police. Now behind us is the Serbian people protesting and standing with Dijana. The funny part about this is the president claims that many of the people who will hang out on this side are students. And they sure look like students, sitting like good boys. You know, I'm going to try to do my best. I'm an American. I speak very little Serbian, like next to nothing. So, but I just want you to look at the people on either side. You know, this represents the civilian population of Serbia. This is Dijana, the woman who lost her son in the railway accident. And she's going to speak in a minute. Now, she speaks for a couple minutes. I'm not going to be able to translate it for you. My wife is Serbian. She translated it to me. Surely you can find that out there. But it's a beautiful speech, basically about the tragedy of this situation. She lost her son with no answers. No answers. And a year later, the president still uses this tragedy as like a political football or something, you know. And the essence of her speech is, from what we listened to, was that, is this the future you want for your children? She's speaking to, of course, the Serbian people, but mainly, you know, also this police. And if you notice, you know, that's one of the things that I paid attention to, not speaking the language, is look at this as a production, like on this side of it. And you can see just how wrong this whole thing feels. And she basically says, like, this is the future for your children too, for their children. And I do find it so ironic that behind this line of police officers and this bullshit camp that's set up basically to feed the people who come out and are anti-protesting the protest for answers to a fucking railway canopy that fell. Nobody knows who's responsible. And these, you're telling me people are going to come out and fight that with the sign honor behind them. I don't know what that means in Serbian, but...
Starešine, verovatno ti repac ovde ovaj što se krije, zbog čega sad ti takvu pripravnost i držiš tu pušku. Evo, živ.
Now, like, they don't zoom in at this part, I don't think, but as you can see, more people are starting to fill up on this side. And later, when we fast forward and show you what I want to show you, the ridiculousness, you're going to see even more people. And it's almost like they're setting that up on purpose. They're waiting for more people to come, for something to happen. That's why, you know, my wife told me, look at this as if it's a production. And it is. It's infuriating. I don't even know fully how to make sense of it. All right, so it's... Now you can see there's a good amount of people lined up behind the police. And it's another thing. Look at the direction the police are facing. Even back here, this group standing forward, this group standing forward. Yeah, there's a couple people here looking back, but it's not a line blocking this group as it is this group. And on this live stream, they didn't catch the moment that this group pushes forward. I'm going to show you a social media clip that I saw, and then from this live, I want to show you some more things, and I want to show you the moment this guy recording this live catches this mob push forward, because this mob finally takes their mask off and shows that they really just want to fight. They really just want to beat up the Serbian civilians who want answers for this corruption that's happening in their own country continuously. And we'll show you the clip now. Right here. That's the moment. Sorry for shaking the camera, shaking it there. That's the moment that that the mob starts moving forward in that other video. Now watch. People start running. This is the Serbian civilians here. They're running. Now the police, guess what direction the police are still going to be facing? A small line comes out to block the mob. But come on. Whatever. We'll just show it.
Evo, bacaju pyrotechnička sredstva. Pyrotechnička sredstva, dopunske udare bacaju iz Cacilenda, brate.
I think he's saying, because I'm going to show you later what he's saying is coming true, is they're throwing like pyrotechnics, like bombs from Cacilend, like the other side is throwing shit over that's exploding. So this guy is brave. He walks up, and all these people are very brave. They're standing up, you know, and that's the one thing to remember about this is they're throwing shit at Dijana. Now, juxtapose this footage that you're going to see of them just playing defense with the stuff out there of police beating Serbian civilians for protesting. Now, they're throwing pyrotechnics. They're throwing, like, who knows what it could be. It's exploding and causing smoke, and there's whatever. It could be fucking any kind of bombs or anything. And Dijana, the woman who lost her son, is right there, and they're throwing shit at her. Look at that. You can't hide what that looks like. You can't. There's shit flying over a guarded wall.
Evo pogled. Ajde repac, udari sad na Cacilend. Ajde repac.
This is for show, and I'm going to show you why. This is for show. This is fake. Yeah, they may be pointing this way just for show, but these guys, they're going to turn around, add more, and their shields are going to point this way. That's another thing I'm noticing. The line slowly moving this way. You'll see that too. You guys are going the wrong way. That's why watching this realized everyone on this side should be in jail. And they probably were once. See what I mean? This line got closer. This back line is getting closer. Yeah, you just saw a line of police with their shields pointed towards them. But look, they were throwing shit over. That line just got closer. Now look where the shields are pointed. Right in front of... I mean, you can watch this live. It happens right in front of our faces. Look, stuff still flying over the top. Look, and they're probably trying to push these people back. Push this group back. Push this group forward. Let the bomb throwers come forward. Push the peaceful protesting people back. Who are shouting the name of a woman who lost her son. And these dipshits are throwing bombs at her. Look at that. It's fucking despicable. Look, line's getting closer. Getting closer. Police are pointing their shields towards the people. They're... This is where Dijana is. Now watch this. Throwing it at their own people. Throwing it at their own side.
Znači ljudi konstantno iz Cacilenda bacaju i pirotehnička sredstva i flaše sa vodom. Znači provociraju, vidite koliko su oni batinaši prišli i kurče se iza leđi brigadi žandarmerije. Evo pogledajte, odmah iza leđi.
Dalje Brnovićka jebem je usta jebem žvalava.
A lot of honor. Look at the honor in them defending traitors and corruption.
Repac se malo pre sklonio sa strane, prošao ovdje između Cacija, komandant brigade.
A ti znaš sve.
Ja ih znam sve.
The Caci brigade. I don't know. Basically. It's despicable.
Evo ljudi gađaju Dijanu Hrku flašom. Evo pogledaj, gledaj.
Look, they're throwing things at her.
Gledaj
flaše leti iz šace. Evo, eno pakle. Topovski udar iz
To
šace.
sve radimo oni od toga. Ovi uzvraćaju samo.
I don't know. I'm passionate about this because maybe too passionate to make this type of video about it. And it wasn't as objective as I wanted it to be. But how can you be objective? What is there to try to explain? Like, what is there to try to, I just wanted to show you, like, look at the direction the police are facing. Look at where the shit is coming over from, the explosions, the pyrotechnics, or whatever, This is happening today. Like, earlier today, this happened. This is happening now.
Iza njih, žandarmerija I brigada, svi prema nama.
Hrabri su iza kordona.
Pogledajte.
Hrabri iza kordona, druže.
Everybody who stands on this side will never know what true honor is.
A jebo vam pas mater, jebo vam Srbi.
They're not going to do anything. Oh, it's so bad. Can't throw those at us. But do it again. Do it some more. Throw some more. Just throw it further. Tell him to throw it further.
Gledaj onaj što je besan, hoće da bije, brate, raspravlja se, brate. Pogledaj ga kako bi...
But my shield is still pointed the way that the bombs are coming from. Look. Did they go to school, you think? Like, do they understand which direction it's coming from? That's the funny thing about Vučić, the president. He says, these are the students, These are the students, look. They're going to zoom in on them. They're students, all dressed in black, old men who look ready to fight are students.
Zovi bre onoga komanda, ko se zvaš ime?
Repac,
Repac neka gi vrati nazad dole. Daće ovdje.
It's fake. This group has been here since the daytime. This is an artificial production. This is a group that's been brought here for show. Anti-protesters. Look, at Dijana. At Dijana. Right there. She's in there. Nothing. Shield's still pointed the right way, I guess. Protecting the mob. Hopefully he said they are all criminals. Look. These guys. Look. Everybody sure looks like students back there. That's what the president is saying. These are the students. The real students in the back. Well, they all showed their face now. What a disappointment. What a disappointment to your whole fucking bloodline. You're throwing shit at a woman who lost her son in a railway accident. From in your own country. She just wants answers. She can't have her son back. She wants answers. A disgrace. Every single one of these people on this line is a disgrace. Disgrace. That's the thing I want to know. What is it about on this side? It's fake. It's about money. They're getting paid to do this. Nothing better to do. They're getting paid. Not just the police. They sold out long ago. But the people in the background, selling out every day, taking money or whatever, to come and hang out under these white tents and anti-protest an important cause for the future of the fucking country. Look at that.
Ljudi!
Jumping, ready to fight, while the police have their shields still pointed, I guess, the right way.
Ljudi! Šta ti pokazuješ? Gledaj kako pokazuje da nas kolje, brate. Ajde pokaži, brate. Ajde pokaži šta si pokazivo.
I'm angry and I'm passionate because I love this country. I've been to this country 4 times. and I hope to go more, and I hope to raise my family in this country. You know, look for yourself into this situation, what the president is saying, what the president is doing, and the facts of the whole thing that's happened over the last year. Look into it for yourself. But I don't know. I fear that this type of shit, what's happening in Serbia, politicians trying to just divide their people, it's happening all over the world. It's not just America, it's not just Serbia, it's all over the world. It's happening more and more. And these people right here are the reason why it gets to go on, because they have no backbone, no soul. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I just wanted to show this and show you how ridiculous this looks, and this is what's happening in Serbia right now.